think in general the game industry is growing very rapidly, which also means that the market in some niches is very saturated. There is a lot of games on the market. The number of new games put up on different app stores and Google Play Store is a lot. So now game developers have to be smart. They have to find niches. Getting players to your game is getting more and more difficult for marketing reasons. Also buying players is getting more and more expensive, which makes it more difficult to make money. So people need to be very resourceful, need to look at niche markets, need to look at different platforms and new kind of mechanics. So the market itself is growing and getting more complicated. In terms of the regions, of course, Southeast Asia is right now the fastest growing market. We are very excited to be here because of that. Malaysia in particular, I would say, has great potential for growth, especially because the number of people speaking English is very high. Also, you have somewhat bigger credit card penetrations, which makes it easier for people to pay for the games. So a lot of the things are showing that Malaysia is a good place to right now launch your game in. In terms of the talent, Malaysia has a lot of talent. You have universities that are producing good quality game developers and artists and programmers. So all we need to do is mix them up with some international business knowledge, and there you go. I'm not going to be popular for this, but I think the most important thing is to be able to let go of your game. So a lot of the time people are just so in love with their idea and their game that they're just developing the game and not thinking about whether this can be a business or not. Of course, it's a decision. If you decide you want to be an indie forever, then that is totally fine. But if you want to be a game developer that is making internationally money, then you have to think about how this game is happening and what are the players thinking about it and whether it's monetizing. So if it is not and you see it clearly, then you just have to let it go and make a new one. So that's actually something that we see that people do a lot. They're just too in love with their game.